So I have actually today made 1, 2, 3 dresses. Several of you asked about this scarf that I'm wearing around my neck, and it's actually taken from a shawl or a wrap that my mother-in-law gave me several years ago, and I decided I wanted to make a scarf from it. And there's actually a vlog about it, so I'll put the vlog link here and you'll be able to see how to make it. My last vlog, which probably some of you might not have been interested in, was about this handbag that I made from a kit, and I love it. I just absolutely love it, and I enjoyed making it so much that I went and bought another pattern. I thought, oh, I'll make one for my daughter. Now this one I got, this was, they told me to choose a handbag, that I could have a choice of any handbag I wanted to do it, and I know I hate watching things where people get freebies, so that's why I went for a cheaper one. This was one of the cheaper bags, and I like it also because I make it so that I can have this round my neck like this and wear it as a shoulder bag, and I can go out if I'm going out shopping. I can put my glasses in, my phone and a purse if I want a purse, and it doesn't take up much room, and I can just pop out like that with this. But I didn't want to do anything too expensive, so it felt like I was boasting, and I didn't want to do that. But this is Babylon leather, and if you love making handbags, I highly recommend this kit thing. And because I thought it was so good, I sent a message to my daughter and I said, look, I said, pick a bag out of there up to such and such a price, because I'm going to be paying for it. And I said, tell me which one you want me to do. And she picked about 2 or 3. And I said, I'll make you one for Christmas. So it's come. And I've got to start on it yet. But she has chosen a bag. I can't remember what it's called now. It's a bit, I think it's a Kelly bag. And it comes in basically like that. This is what the size it's going to be, is going to be like that, and I'll put a picture of what it's going to look like. I'm so excited, I'm so looking forward to making it. But they give you all the kit. You've got everything in here, the locks, the little locks, the straps, the pins, the needles, the thread, it's all in there. And as I say, you get all the leather is pre-cut. There's only one that's redone, and that's your pocket. They sew that up for you in your pocket, the inside pocket. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm not going to show you it because I'm going to do it in my own time. I've got till Christmas, and that's someone on the radio the other day, somebody said it's 12 weeks. 12 weeks till Christmas. So I'll hopefully get that done. I'm not going to push myself. I did this one in 5 hours, and not because I was pressured to do it in that time, but it was because I was enjoying myself so much. But this one, I think it'll be something I can sit in front of the TV and do, because while I'm watching TV I can be sewing and putting it together. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'll let you see what it's like when it's finished. There is, just for those of you who are interested, there's a 10% discount, and if you put MD10 on babylonleather.com, you'll get a 10% discount from my 10% discount. I get a little bit of commission for that, but that is not the reason. It's just so you can save some money. I have a lovely lady called Dolly who lives in Bangladesh, I do believe. I hope I have got it right. She does my SEO for my YouTube for me, and she's been, because she does it, she must watch my vlogs, and she likes watching them. And she said to me the other week, she says, I bought myself a sewing machine. And I said, oh lovely, are you going to make yourself something? And she said yes. Now I don't know, I haven't got as far as asking Dolly if she's sewn before, but the other week she told me that she'd created a dress. And I said, you must show me this dress, because, you know, I'll show everybody what you've done. So she sent me a picture of the dress, and it's absolutely lovely. Now, I don't know, Dolly, what stage of sewing you are, whether you're a novice or whether you've been sewing before, but she has produced a beautiful dress. So then I said to her, where did you get the pattern from? And she said, I followed a YouTube video. She said, I've just watched YouTube and I followed a YouTube video. So I said, tell me what the link is and I'll put the link in here for people to look themselves. And it's basically, it's an Asian YouTube vlog, but they do translate into English. I think they're talking English. I'm not sure. I was looking at it, and they're either subtitling in English or they've translated the voice into English, but it's really good. So this is Dolly's dress. Hasn't she done well? Well done, Dolly. It's been lovely to see what you've created. And just as a little aside, if you need some SEO, I can highly recommend her, and I can just let me know if you want me to send you her link, and I'll send you her link because she's very good. And so what else did I want to tell you? I haven't got to be on too long because I gather that short is better, because you'll come back wanting more. Anyway, just to keep you updated, our kitchen is almost complete. We got the wrong floor tiles for the floor, and the kitchen fitter, who was about to go on, he completed the kitchen, went on holiday, said he was going on holiday, and he said, he says, I don't do those floor tiles, but I'll get somebody else to do them for you. So he got in contact with this guy who apparently goes all around the country fitting tiles, floor tiles to shops like Greg's the Baker's, and he turned up and he laid the floor for us, but we were one box short, and he said, I'll come back and do that tomorrow. He said, if you get a box, I'll come back and do that tomorrow night. Tomorrow night came and went, he didn't turn up. So his lordship got in touch with him and said, will you be coming the next night? And he said, yeah, I'll be there the next night. The first night was Monday night. Tuesday night he said, I'll be there Tuesday night. Tuesday night came and went and he didn't turn up. So lordship sent another message and said, when are you coming? And he said, I'll come on Thursday night. So Thursday night came and went and he didn't turn up. Then he messaged again and said, when will you be coming? Will you be coming any time? And the guy said, yeah, I'll be there on Saturday morning. So we waited Saturday morning. He came and went and he didn't turn up. Sunday didn't turn up. Monday didn't turn up. So by Tuesday his lordship was taking the grandchildren back, and I thought, I've had enough of this. I'm going to finish this off myself. So fortunately, here at the side here, you can't see it, but I have a guillotine which we use to cut metal. And I just thought, right, when his lordship goes away, I'm going to do that floor. I'm going to finish off the floor. It was only half a box of tiles that were left, but he left the corners under where the door. There was basically pieces down the side, pieces in front of where the door should be, and pieces round where the what do you call them? The side of the door, where the pieces of wood come down for the door frame. And there were little bit intricate ones, and I thought, well, I'm sure I can do that. And, I'm thinking, my sewing ability, I don't do patchwork, but I can fathom it out. And I thought, right, I'm going to do them myself. So while his lordship was away taking the grandchildren back, I decided that I'd do the floor. And I'm very chuffed to bits that I did it. I did it in no time. Mind, I was exhausted, not so much exhausted that day, but 2 days later my hips were hurting because I'd been up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. I actually did 6,000 steps doing that, going up and down. And at first I kept coming in here with a tile, chopping it, and then going back out. Coming in, tile, chopping it, measuring it, and chopping it, and going back out. And then I thought, this is ridiculous. So I carried the guillotine into the kitchen and worked from there. And I had it done in no time. And when his lordship came in, he didn't notice. And then I said, have you noticed? I said, have you seen the floor? And he says, has he come? And I said, no. And he said, well, how's it done? I said, I did it. He says, oh, did you do this? That's amazing. So I was feeling quite big-headed about it. So we have a kitchen floor. We have a kitchen almost finished. We've got to paint the walls and get that smartened, and we're in the process of getting the bathroom done now. But that's got its own problems as well, but I'll tell you about that later on. I've got a lot of fabric behind there, and I'm happily sewing on an evening. It's evening now. I'm happily sewing on an evening and creating dresses all the time, because I'm actually loving wearing dresses. I'm wearing one at the moment that I made this about a month ago, and I haven't got right. It's the first time I've worn it, and I'm really pleased with it. This fabric came from Boys, but funnily enough, I saw it on Pound Fabrics. So this fabric, I purchased the fabric from Boys, our local fabric shop. I was in town for the first time for a long time, and I saw the fabric. It was only £3.50 a metre, so I got 3 metres and I turned this dress out. The dress pattern is another Lacala, one of their new ones, and I liked the way it had an off-centre collar. I've probably got this a bit too far up this way. I didn't really do the notches. Again, you know that I don't follow patterns, so I have this little notch here, and I just thought it was lovely. I like the way that the collar lies like that, and the fabric, this fabric that I use is black on the inside, so I used the black to make cuffs here. I varied the cuffs a little bit so that it's not exactly the way that they describe in the pattern, but I just liked it. I thought it was really good. Now I've had to take it in because I've lost a bit of weight again. I keep telling you this. But the nice thing about this pattern is that it has a seam that goes down here right the way around to there, and I like that because it adds a bit of shape, especially when you're big busted. I like the way that the seam goes up from the shoulders down. I think I've lifted the waist a bit. I think it's probably meant to be about an inch or so, about an inch lower, but I never feel comfortable with a dress that's right on my waist. I tend to feel it just doesn't look right. I put pockets in, and I am feeling a bit cold, and I think I'm going to have to start wearing my thermals underneath. The other day I put a thermal top on underneath the dress, and I was going, golly, it's warm because the sun was shining. But we've had Storm Amy is going through us at the moment, and going through this area, and it's pretty cold. So I'm going to put my cardigan on, if you don't mind, because it's cold in here. Really like it. But I've also been making more cashmere turners, and for those of you who don't know what the cashmere turner pattern is, that's it there. That's it there. And I just love this pattern. I really do love this pattern. I think I must be on to dress number 20 or something, because I'm always turning them out. And the reason why I like turning them out is because I can cut them out. I'm so used to doing them. I have very little space in here, a little table that I cut from, and I can get this cut out, sewn together and made into a dress. Probably not so much doing the hem straight away, but within 3 hours, within 2 or 3 hours, I can have this dress put together. So I have actually today made 1, 2, 3 dresses. This, not today, but this I've made this week 3 dresses from the jersey fabric that I have. And the 3 dresses that I've made are all I do for the neck, as I say, is I turn it over and I do this double row of stretch stitch on here. A double row of, where am I? Hold on, that one there. A double row of stretch stitch, and I do the same on the bottom of the sleeves and on the hem as well. I put a double row of stretch stitch on. I put pockets in, and this is a very light t-shirty type of fabric, cotton t-shirt type fabric. Each one is different, because this is an ordinary cotton t-shirt fabric. This particular t-shirt cotton has a stretch, doesn't stretch that way, but stretches, in fact it stretches just a little bit that way and doesn't stretch too much that way. So there's not a great deal of stretch in this particular t-shirt cotton, but I do like it. The next one I made is this one, and this is it's a thin t-shirt cotton, very thin, and it's sorry, that's the right way, that you can see that's the double row of stitching that I've done there, and I've yet to put my labels on. It's very soft, very stretchy. This one stretches that way, and it stretches that way. And because it stretches, the weight of the dress pulls the waist down. So I had finished it, and then I found that the waist was rather low because it was pulling it down like that. So I've taken it up again, but I had a bit of spare fabric left, but just a little bit, and so I made a little triangular scarf like that I could put round my neck. I could even wear it with a black, if I was wearing a black dress or something, but I could, you know, I love my scarves. So I made this little triangular scarf that can go round there and keep my neck warm in the winter. And I've also bought a magnetic brooch. Now, you know, I've got a magnetic brooch. I showed you a magnetic brooch, but I bought a magnetic brooch that I can put those two pieces together and have the brooch on it as well. I haven't got that on me. It's up in my bedroom, but maybe if I get a chance, I'll show you what it looks like with the magnetic brooch. But that was the second one.